Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another one, and this video is going to be specifically on the new Order 66 raid. I'm going to try as best as I can to help those, especially the free-to-play players or newer players that are, maybe doing is their first time doing a raid, the first time actually doing the Order 66 raid, and you have no idea what teams to use. What to actually do, how to actually get a score up and running on, for your guild, because this is the newest raid, and this raid is even more difficult than the previous Battle for Naboo raid. So I'm gonna try my best to actually help you guys, get a score up and running and see what team comps it works easiest for those that may not even have a team at all. And there's some tips and tricks that can get you a score just to at least have some participation, because doing something is better than doing nothing, especially when this new raid is out and it's all mainly focused on newer characters and even characters that haven't even been released yet, such as the pirate faction. Now we have more pirates coming in. The new Bad Batch is not even accelerated. They're just one shard drops. Not all the dark side clones are even farmable yet too, so just stick with me, and I'll try and show you as much as possible how to get a good score up and running.
Sir.
Alright folks, so we're in the game. This is my alt account because I want to help those that may be struggling, probably are, to even get a score up and running on the Order 66 raid. So this is my alt account. It's 2.7 million GP. Right now my main focus is getting Executor up and running, and then Jabba as my first GL. But now, because we have this new Order 66 raid and things are much different, especially for guilds that are trying to get the highest score, trying to work on these new farms and stuff like that, and it's kind of tough. I get it. Like, even for an account like this, it can struggle. Honestly, I'm only able to do 2 battles so far for the Order 66 raid. If we go here, I got 535k. That's the most that I could do. I mean, it's something. It's better than nothing. This raid is hard. It's more difficult than before. Than the Battle for Naboo raid, especially with these character requirements. Like I said, most of these characters are newer characters, especially characters that are just continuing to drop. Like, we have the dark side clones with Apo, CX2, Scourge, Disguised Clone Trooper. Then we have the new Bad Batch that's not even fully accelerated. Then we have the introduction to the new pirates. We got Captain Ethano. We have Quick Gold, and stuff like that. So, like, more new pirates coming in. It's the new Jedi Vanguard characters. The Temple Guard. We have Depa Balapa. Like, these newer characters that aren't even farmable yet, or that are only 1 shard farmable. It's going to be difficult, especially for newer players or lower GP players like this, like 2.7 million. Like, there's only so much that I could do. There's way more stuff that I could be investing in that would really benefit this kind of account. But if you're just looking to get an easy score, just to post something there, not get an absolute 0, because that's the thing that we want to avoid, is not posting a score at all, because either you don't have any teams for the Order 66 raid, or you don't have like even specific like things that you can do, like tips and tricks, like for example, like this, like if you have Grand Moff Tarkin, you can easily get an easy 300k, right? You can do the tier 0 or tier 1, whatever it is, for an easy 300,000 score. Grand Moff Tarkin can solo the raid on the first tier. I'm not sure what's the minimum requirement, but so far on my ult account I have both the Zetas on him, and I have him to Relic 3. I was able to do it with ease, but you need to have good mods as well, because without like this is the thing too that I was saying with this raid, because it's more difficult, you need good mods. Like it's not just about having the Zetas, it's not just about having the relic levels, you need to have decent mods too, because if I were to go in and do the first tier to try to get the 300k, these mods kind of suck, right? These mods suck, right? I have a speed potency set. Yes, it has a matching mod set, but just the tier of these mods, they're garbage. Like no speed, 3 speed, 4 speed, 5 speed. Like these mods are garbage, right? Overall. So with these kind of mods, I've tried it before and I kept failing numerous amount of times with these trash mods. However, if I were to put my best mods, which is on Admiral Piet, if I were to put them on Grand Moff Tarkin, he gains way more speed, way more health, he gains a lot more damage too, a lot more special damage, like a lot more benefits from having better mods on Grand Moff Tarkin. So if I would equip these mods and then do the first tier, I can easily get the 300,000 and solo that he can solo the raid, right, for the 300k. And so that's a score right there. That's something, right? 300,000 better than 0. And then I have a little like Jedi Vanguard team going on, because I bought the Lightspeed bundle. That can help too. If you bought the Lightspeed bundle for the Jedi Vanguard and you get these characters on your roster, it does help a bit. You can get a score. The score I got was 235,000, believe it or not, because like that's the thing with this raid. You see, it won't. Okay, so like the first tier is by far the most easiest, because there's no additional effects going on. But as soon as you start tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, like more additional effects are happening. It gets more difficult. It gets more tough, right? So like let's say like I have a full Jedi Vanguard team, and they're all Relic 5, right? Let's say for example, you see how I have these 4 Jedi Vanguards at Relic 5, and let's say if I were to get another Jedi Vanguard to Relic 5, Ayla Secura, right? Ayla Secura, I get her to Relic 5, and then I can have a full complete Jedi Vanguard team. And they're Relic 5, right? Relic 3, right? So let's say if I were to get a full Jedi Vanguard team with Qui-Gon Jinn, Kit Fisto, Luminara, Iman Gundy, and Ayla Secura, right? Let's say they're all Relic 5 and I want to do the tier 4, right? Relic 5. If I do it, it's not going to work, because they're just trash characters. They're honestly trash characters. These characters are not really that good, especially with their kits and stuff like that. They're not really that good. So like I said, it just goes beyond the relic levels and the Zetas and abilities and stuff like that. You need to have good mods as well. And Even with these trash characters right here, these four trash. Well, Qui-Gon is not trash, but these Kit Fisto, Iman Gundy, Luminara, these characters are trash, right? And I'm still able to utilize and get at least 235k score post, and I'm able to do something on the alt account, which is less than 3 million GP. And if you take a look at the leaderboard, look at that, all zeros. The raid ends in a day. These people are not even eligible because they joined the guild late. But look at this. Look at how many zeros. Look at how many zeros we have here, because these people, look at this. This guy has Executor. This guy has Executor up and running on his roster. But let's take a look at his raid. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This raid is not really friendly to free-to-play people. It's not really friendly to free-to-play players, or players that don't even have the new raid farms up and running. It's really not helping the free-to-play community, because at least like at least half or more than half of the raid characters are newer farms that are not even the characters that are not even farmable yet. Characters that are not even accelerated double shard drop yet, and characters that haven't even been released. We still have new pirates and new characters coming to the game that hasn't even been released, especially when the new GL Hondo comes out. I'm pretty sure he's going to be usable in the new Order 66 raid. Can't even use him. He's not even in the game yet. That's what I'm saying. Like, and some of these characters are straight trash when it comes to this raid. They are, like Plo Koon. This dude is garbage. Jedi Counselor, garbage. Jedi Knight Guardian, garbage. Kit Fisto, garbage. Iman Gundy, trash. These characters are just not really putting in the work. Even characters that you can get through Lightspeed bundles, like the Jedi Vanguard Lightspeed bundles, they're trash. And you know, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this raid is not friendly to free-to-play players or new players at all. I understand, but look at all these zeros, man. With 2 million GP, 1.9 million GP. What does this guy have? Trash. Nothing. He can't even post a score. He can't get no score or nothing. Even on the lowest tier, on the first tier, he can't get a score because he has nothing built up. He has a Gear 12 Grand Moff Tarkin with probably no mods, no Zetas, and he has a Gear 11 Qui-Gon Jinn that can't do anything. He literally can't do nothing for this raid. He can't do anything. That's what I'm saying. Like, I honestly don't know what to say. I'm sorry for those that are maybe struggling to even post a score, get something up and running, but what you can do is, like I said, if you have Grand Moff Tarkin, he can solo the first tier and get an easy 300k with good mods. And because I have the Jedi Vanguard Lightspeed bundle, I'm able to get another 200 plus k, a 200k plus score with these trash Jedi on the first tier. And yeah, so I was actually, my total score for this raid was 535,000. That's probably what I'm gonna get until I get and work on more raid requirements and raid farms and stuff like that. I'm just gonna be getting 500,000 plus every time. And it's tough too, because where my account is, where my alt account is, I'm working on other important stuff too that would be more beneficial and would help my account in the long run. Like with me getting Executor. Like, I'm halfway done with Executor, right? I have all the ships. I just need to get Imperial TIE Bomber to 7-star and IG-2000 to 7-star. I only have 2 more ships left to get to 7 stars, and then I have to get these characters to relic, and that's it, to get them to their relic requirements. And look at that, I have all the characters at relic. I just need to get them to their specified relic requirements, and that's it. And then I have 2 ships left to get to 7 stars, and then I'm done, and then I'll have Executor on my roster, you know? I just have things that I'm trying to do, like trying to utilize, like, okay, like I know like Grand Moff Tarkin can solo the raid with good mods, right? I did that. That's why I have it on my alt account. I've done it on my main account as well. Another team that you can use, another thing that you can do in the Order 66 raid, if you have Enfys Nest, if you have Enfys Nest up and running on your roster, I'm pretty sure she was in a Lightspeed bundle here too, in the Smugglers or Scoundrel Lightspeed bundle. If you have Enfys Nest on your roster and you have decent mods on her, she can solo the raid as well. Grand Moff Tarkin can solo the raid. Enfys Nest can solo the raid. Hondo can solo the raid. Yeah, so that's like 3 characters that you can get an easy 900,000 score if you have those characters up and running on your roster. Grand Moff Tarkin, Enfys Nest, and Hondo himself can solo the first tier of the raid, and I can show you if I go to my main account. So this is what I do, Order 66, and this is what my main account looks like. Because where I'm at on my main account, and I have like basically every single farm done. I have most of the GLs. I have 8 GLs. I have all the meta ships. All my fleets are done. I have a lot of conquest characters. You know, I have a lot in general on my main account. That's why I can go heavily into and focus on the new raid, and I actually get a way better score on my main account. Like for instance, last night I just got Apo up and running to Relic. I'm gonna get him to Relic 7, but I got his Zetas. I got him to Relic 3 so far. I got some decent mods. I already got him to 300 plus speed too. You know what I'm saying? So like on my main account, it's a different story. I can heavily focus on the raid, and that's what I'm doing. So for example, like I said, Hondo. I got Hondo to Relic 8. I have a Relic 8 Hondo, easy 300k with him, so he can solo the raid. I just swap out his trash mods and I give him better mods. Same thing with Grand Moff Tarkin. You see like how I have trash mods on him here on my main account. Relic 7. I gave him better mods. He can solo the raid. With Enfys, I already have good mods on Enfys. So like she's already 300 speed. I have good mods on her and stuff like that. All 6-star mods with her tenacity and speed. Set. She's Relic 7 as well. So I'm able to get already a good 300k score with her in the first tier. And then, so what I do is I use Hondo, I use Grand Moff Tarkin, I use Enfys to solo. That's an easy 900k, right? And then the last 2 attempts, I would do Dark Side clones. So, for example, with Dark Side clones, even if, what's it called? Even if, you don't have, even if you have like weak Dark Side clones, let me see if I can post this real quick, because I want to be able to show you guys, if I can show you guys here, right here. I know it's going to be really weird, it's going to be on my phone, but however, I got 300,000 with just the Dark Side clones. With just the Dark Side clones, right? And look at that. 300,000 Dark Side clones with cheap requirements. Low gear, just 5-star. Let's see. If you can see that. So Apo, Disguised Clone Troopers, Scorch, CX2, and I don't even know who that 5th one was. Oh no, it's the Nightfall Trooper, because Apple's son is a Nightfall Trooper. So right? Just the dark side clones by themselves, even in the first tier, can get a 300,000 if you just have them built up to a certain extent. They're all 5 stars and above, low gear, and I was actually able to get another 300k like that. So that's what I did, and then I used my Jedi Vanguard with Keller and Beck, because Keller and Beck is an actually good character. So I have him as the lead, and then I have Keller and Beck, Qui-Gon, Ayla, Sakura, Plo Koon, and then Shakti. Shakti is another good Jedi character. So yeah, so that's how I was able to post better scores with these farms on the Order 66 on my main account. But yeah, that's all I can really say. All I can say is, if you're a new player or you're a free to play player, and if you're way lower GP like my ult account, I understand your pain. You know, I know the new raid is not friendly at all to newer players or free to play players. I completely understand that, but just for those that are struggling and just want to actually post a score, get something up on the raid, because something is always better than nothing, even if you're just doing the first tier. Because I'm even doing the first tier. I'm even doing like there's only one attempt that I'm doing that's not the first tier. Like, I'm actually able to get like tier 2 with my Jedi because of Keller and Beck and Shakti. But all my other attempts are just the first tier for the 300,000. Even on my main account too, because I don't have these characters built up yet. I don't have the rest of the Dark Side Clone Troopers built up besides Appo. I don't have the new Bad Batch built up. We don't have Geo Hondo doesn't exist yet. And even these characters, Jedi Counselor, Jedi Knight Guardian, these are oh my god, these are trash characters. But like I said, it's better to just post something and then just sit there and just have a 0, because if you just keep posting zeros, then you're more so likely gonna just probably get kicked out of your guild. Your guild is gonna want you to start working on your raid requirements and stuff like that, and I understand, because it may be conflicting with other farms that you are trying to work on that would more so benefit your roster in the long run. Like how I said, for my ult account, I'm less than 3 million GP, and I'm working on Executor. Then after Executor, I'm going for Jabba. Those are long-term farms that would help my ult account and benefit more in the long run. Because you know, raids don't always last forever. They're always going to be putting in a new raid. Like, every new raid is going to be like at least every year, 1 year. There's always going to be a new raid. So this Order 66 raid won't always last forever. But yeah, I'm actually able to post scores and do something on my ult account. Like I said, Grand Moff Tarkin, Enfys Nest, and Hondo can solo the first tier of the raid, so you can get an easy 900k with those 3 characters if you have good mods on them. Make sure you have good mods, because if you don't have good mods, you're most likely gonna not be able to get the full scores for those characters. Maybe you'll get some scores. Like I said, something is better than nothing. But yeah, to end the video here, I hope you guys are able to actually post a score, maybe actually able to do something. But yeah, I feel you and your pain. I understand. I understand and I get it. But yeah, hopefully this video helped, and I'll definitely see y'all in the next one. I'm Insidious, and as always, thank you for watching. Peace, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Hopefully you guys get your raid scores up and running with this video. Other than that, peace. Later.